100 a picture of a class from the 1980s and put it side by side with one today. Let's be honest, not much has changed. Despite the big improvement in technology progress in the world, our schools seem stuck in the past. For example, chalkboards have become smartboards, but the basic set remains the same. Rows of children lined up with someone talk in the front. Now, how could this be bad? This could easily stop children and teens from learning how to talk, learning how to interact. In Shaftesbury School, they have designed a classroom that distributes the usual model of learning. These lessons focus on distributes the usual model of learning. These lessons focus on interdisciplinary learning through super contracts. This is the future classroom for all schools. But some could argue that this traditional approach has worked for decades or more, because of the rise of technology, where the world has moved to smartphones, cars and information, our classrooms often lack the tools. The lack of social interaction in schools has affected the interaction around. Also, very much of teens have social problems or don't like talking in public. This means during school, shy students will have trouble talking to their counsellors about issues revolving around school. For some of you, remember this test you took? They're still a big deal in schools. Relying so much on tests doesn't help us become creative thinkers. It's time we rethink how we teach and make sure every student gets a chance to shine in their own way. The only time school did improve was during COVID-19. The pandemic gave students able to have less stress doing things, as students didn't have to stress about their homework due dates. This means COVID relieved stress. This shows the traditional approach can be improved and doesn't have to stay the same. Also, the fact about diversity and school being a safe place for students of different sex orientation, LGBTQ, religion or disability, mentally or physically. Schools are meant to be a safe place for everyone, not just certain students. Hate crimes in the UK just last year, about 1,487 crimes were recorded just in a few months. Hate crimes in school and outside schools rose to about 93.6%. That's just around the age groups of 14 to 16. What is my point? My point is schools have claimed to be a safe place, but are they really, or do they just say that? Because with the statistics, we can prove the fact schools have not developed. Now, for more than 150 years, schools have not tried in the slightest to update their classrooms. It's not just students leaving schools, it's also teachers. It means schools have been left to burn out and short-staffed. So explain to me how schools can be a safe place or a teaching place for children. In this new developed world, if our students don't feel safe in schools, they might not show up or drop out. That's not good. They're losing private education or just losing it completely. Does the school care? Barely. If the schools care, they will try to help. Now most will say schools need more time. It's only been a decade since schools updated, and as technology, right for women, disability, religion in the UK has improved, the safety in school has increased by 27%. That doesn't help us in the slightest. About 40,000 students dropped out of school without any qualifications last year. Students are losing their lives due to bullies. So let me ask you this. If schools are not going to look after their students, who will? Let's update our schools to fit today's world using cool tech, encouraging creativity and equality, and make sure every student's strengths are valued, and help us prepare the next generation for whatever comes their way in this new developed world.